Toys are essential for imaginative learning because they facilitate their exploration of their environment. Toys also assist to the growth of the concept because they are a source of endless entertainment. In this video, we will showcase the top 10 amazing toys recommended for all ages. If you don't want to miss any of these incredible innovations, keep watching the video. Number 1. E-FLITE F16 Falcon. There are many radio-controlled aircraft on the market, but few can equal the level of technology and attention to detail of the following model. This replica of the American fighter jet F-16 Falcon is incredibly accurate. In addition to its fundamental traits, the fighter has precise antenna, indications, and sensors due to the developer's meticulous attention to detail. The utility of the toy is increased by operable landing and navigation lights. The airplane is propelled by a brushless engine of considerable power. The installation of fans that simulate the engine noises of a genuine aircraft costs $500. Number 2. GoGo Bird. The object in question combines characteristics of both birds and planes to fund the development of a RC aircraft designed to look and fly like a bird. A team of Chinese specialists kicked off a crowdfunding campaign in early June 2021. The mechanical toy moves around by flapping its wings. Its velocity is so high that it can accelerate to 17 feet per second. The battery lasts long enough for 25 minutes of playtime and allows the drone to travel 1,640 feet. A change in skins can completely transform the bird's appearance for about $200. Number 3. Shelby Destroyer. This toy gun is unlike anything you have previously seen. Even the smallest interior features were refined over the course of 17 prototypes until the design was finalized. The months of labor paid off handsomely. The magazine of the Shelby Destroyer can carry up to 120 foam discs and can fire up to 6 foam discs every second. This allows you to charge your weapon less often and shoot for longer. The Shelby Destroyer is powered by a battery, has a remarkable futuristic appearance, and its voluminous yet lightweight dimensions are pleasing to the eye. This 2021 toy is currently available on the crowdfunding marketplace for only $217. Number 4. ARRMA Outcast 6S BLX. This device makes it easy to traverse even the most challenging off-road terrain. You receive a metal gearbox, an aluminum reinforced body, and a brushless motor for $700. In addition, the model includes an ARRMA BLX 2050 kV motor and enormous tires with a deep tread, at least for a toy. All of these factors render irrelevant any obstacles under the SUV's wheels. The toy is capable of exceeding 60 miles per hour on any type of road. To make your evenings with friends even more pleasurable, we suggest you pay attention to board games, but try augmented reality games instead of standard games. Number 5. The Bone. You don't want to stay in, but you still want to enjoy AR's advantages. That's why this bone fits you so perfectly. This eyewear allows the user to assume the role of the game's protagonist, granting them virtual superpowers and the ability to manipulate their environment through augmentation and tracking of controller movements. Using the smartphone app, users can create routes to explore alone or with friends. Because a marketable prototype of the bone already exists, its creators are trying to raise money to bring the idea to reality. Number 6. RC4WD Earth Hauler 797F. Radio-controlled versions of dump trucks retain their superior off-road performance even in miniature. The replica measures 22 inches tall and 27 inches wide, which is stunning even on a scale of 1 to 14. It can make the steepest inclines, and with a ground clearance of 3.74 inches, can hop over low barriers with ease. The Earth Hauler 797F is among the most expensive toys of its kind, coming in at $4,000, and the 22 mAh battery allows up to 35 minutes of playtime. Number 7. Traxxas 1967 Chevy C10. This 1:10 duplicate of the 1967 Chevrolet C10 pickup truck is further evidence that automobiles from the 1960s and 1970s continue to pique people's interest. The toy is manufactured by the American company Traxxas and features an almost realistic Magnum 272R Series Pro gearbox. It was specifically chosen since it is designed for massive torque and intense overload. As a result of the Valinian propulsion system's tremendous speed, the entire structure has been reinforced. Molded high-density foam inserts enhance traction and consequently handling accuracy. Lastly, the Chevrolet C10 acquired two new ride modes, drag mode and trans brake, which make the toy dragsters more realistic. The price is $500. Number 8. PONG Knockout. A throwback game with a contemporary rhyme scheme can be described in the same way. The era of peak table tennis popularity is brought to mind as we play PONG Knockouts. However, with as many as 4 participants, the fun multiplies immensely. You can put aside the pain in your hands from using unwieldy rackets and having balls fly all over the place thanks to this arcade game. If the controls are straightforward, you'll be able to concentrate on the action without becoming sidetracked. Number 9. Hog Supernova. The Hog Supernova is the best drone for performing acrobatics because it was developed specifically for them. On the surface of the lattice body are 5 sensors that interpret the surrounding movements and change the drone's position in space. 4 rollers offer a flying similar to hovering in smoothness. According to the developer, there are over 30 control techniques and 9 super tricks of varying complexity. You will progressively master them, so the toy will keep you delighted for quite some time. It costs $150. Number 10. ARRMA. ARRMA disproves the notion that building sets should consist of a large number of bright plastic pieces. It is a game that provides everything necessary to construct a 3-dimensional moving robot. It is designed for up to 4 players, making it ideal for parties and intimate family gatherings. The transformable robotic arm affords several chances for imaginative play, the development of fine motor skills, and instruction in the fundamentals of robotics. The price of ARRMA begins at $99. And that completes our video for today. We hope you enjoyed learning the top 10 amazing toys recommended for all ages. Which of them are you most excited about? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content such as this.